So today we are here with Joe Clark with the cabinets and the resident dog. And Joe is explaining to us all the work that was done to this home. It's located in Mission Viejo. And Joe did the cabinets and the woodwork and the crown molding. It's absolutely beautiful. Joe, why don't you walk us through?
Basically, when we first came to this house, there was a wall right here and a wall right there and another wall. So all these were walls in here, and so it was all closed off. There was a big arch right here and an arch right there, and then a doorway over there by where the pantry is. So they removed the walls, and there's a big beam, and these are actual posts. So what we did is we actually wrapped these posts to make it tie in with the kitchen. It's a shaker style kitchen, and so we made the post shaker style, and there obviously was an issue here with what we do with the crown, so we just made the crown wrap out and put a top on it so that when you walk down the stairs you can't see any gaps or anything like that. And then we did cabinets with the lights in the cabinets they dim and they're rope lighting, so it's not like they're LEDs, and so it takes no energy and puts out no heat. And then the same thing with the under counter lights. They're also adjustable and they also are LEDs. So we'll come in and I'll show you a few things. The first thing is one of these walls had plumbing in the wall, so instead of cutting concrete and moving the plumbing back into the wall, we actually did a 45 into the wall, and then the pipe runs up, and then up here on the top it comes back out and goes to the plumbing upstairs. I think there's a toilet and a shower up there. So we just hid the pipe inside the wall and made it and wrapped it in the cabinet so that it's not dead space, and that helped us get rid of a wall. All the doors are soft close hinges, so you shut the door and they close by themselves softly and you can't really slam them. And then the drawers are the same thing. These drawers are those soft close hinges that I showed you earlier, and these are the same doweled side drawers with pre-finished maple plywood, and you close them and the drawer closes automatically like that. And the door is the same thing. This is a blind cabinet. So when you actually build these cabinets, because of the nature of the beast, you have to build it and put the shelf in it before you actually install it, because you can't get that shelf in very good otherwise. And these are also soft close. And then this cabinet, this is a good example of why custom is better, because this would have been dead space. The wall is right here, and so to get as much usable space out of this cabinet as possible, if you'll notice, it goes on a 45 on the back, and we made this into a tray cabinet. And it's just using every square inch of space in a kitchen. Then the other thing that I want to show you is these pull-out drawers. We make these, sometimes I've done where the drawer goes all the way across, but then you have to have both doors open. This way you just have to have one door open, and the slide pulls all the way out. It's full extension, it comes completely out, and it's also soft close, so it closes by itself. And then you just shut this. So that's one of the things that I'm just finishing today, is I had to cut one of these drawers down because the plumbing in the back, you can't, because of the dishwasher plumbing, I had to shorten this drawer to 18 inches instead of 21 inches deep, and so that's one of the last 3 things on my checklist to finish this kitchen. And then the final thing I want to show you is this cabinet. These are, you can't really see the rope lighting up there, and you see it's got hidden. This was an after the fact. Originally we designed this, we were going to use an LED puck light, but at the last minute the homeowners changed their mind and they wanted rope lights, and so we just modified the shelves with a little lip so you can't see the rope light, and then there's these white things that once the door's closed you can't see that, but that just hides the wire so that you can't see it. And it's beautiful. It's just spectacular looking.
Very nice.
And then
I love the crown molding, and I see the nice shaker style finish work here.
This is actually not a door panel. What we do with these is to make it look like a door panel, but to make it solid so that we can just get a electrical in there, is we just skin it with MDF, medium density fiberboard, and then we put MDF strips in here, and the finisher caulks it all in, and it's finished and it's beautiful, and it looks just like the doors. It's the same reveal and everything so that it looks like a door panel, but it's really not. And then The same thing on that side. That used to be two different depths on the media cabinet. And what we did is we just built the media center with cabinets of the same depth. Now you can't really tell here, but believe it or not, there's almost 6 inches difference from the cabinet on the right and the cabinet on the left. And that's because of the space difference on the side of the fireplace. The fireplace is not centered on the wall, but if you just look at it from here, it's really hard to tell that it's 6 inches different. And the reason is I squeezed that cabinet over there as big as possible, and you can see the spacer on the left is smaller and the spacer on the right is bigger, to just make it as close as I could to the same size. And that also has the rope lights that are hidden, the LEDs, and it works like this. And they're on dimmers also. And it's just beautiful. And so just made a shaker style fireplace, and then the TV area is just wrapped in so less dust falls in there, and it's just cleaner looking. It's very clean. The young lady that owns this house and her husband, what her deal was is she wanted a clean looking house, and shaker style is very clean and country looking. So one of the last things on my checklist is I have to put the door handles on these, and I already have the tape, and she says that the handles are here somewhere, which they are. So I have a jig, and this is a great example of reface and replace. This is reface. We didn't yank these cabinets out. These are the original oak cabinets, and it's painted. You can't even hardly feel any texture. You know, oak has a lot of deep texture. So all we did is we had them paint it, and we stuck shaker style doors on it, and you can't tell the difference between that and the new kitchen. The finishing cost was the same, and then they wanted new drawers in here, so the drawer cost is the same as a replace or reface. It's a little bit more work because you have to replace the slides and you have to build new drawers and all that, but everything else is the same. And then we've talked about up here, we're not sure exactly what they're going to do yet, and of course the all-important coffee thing, because all of us like, well, not all of us, but us really sick ones like coffee. So all in all, this house was beautiful, and it'll provide years of hardware. It's just beautiful. And on the back side of the bar there on the island, that's usable space. Those are 12-inch deep cabinets, so that they'll be able to do storage under there too.
Wow.
Originally, that was going to be open cabinets, but I told her people are going to be sitting at the bar and their feet are going to be kicking stuff, and you want to have doors on it. And you can't even see the handle, so you don't really realize that it's usable space. So this house turned out, it's spectacular. You know, their view is spectacular, and their mom and dad, who I did work for before, that's how I got this job. Most of my work is word of mouth. When they see this, they're jealous. They told the daughter, we're jealous. You have all this really nice house and soft close slides and doors, and, you know. So.
It's very nice. Very nice. You accomplished her goal, clean and simple. It's beautiful. Thank you, Joe. Appreciate it.
Thank you.